I am going to be Mr. RevPro in 2025. I am going to become the youngest British heavyweight undisputed champion.
The standard bearer for our company.
If you want to be Mr. RevPro, there's only one person to beat to do that. And you're looking at.
He beat me in Doncaster when it really counted. So Michael, I finally evened up the score, innit?
I've always looked up to Michael Oku. The only thing that rubs me the wrong way about Michael Oku is the simple fact that he's holding the spot that I need.
We are the two most talked about British wrestlers going today. Before I try one more time to go for the Undisputed British Heavyweight Championship, I have to go through you.
If you've got a problem with me still being here, then I've got a problem with you thinking that you can get through me to get what's mine.
I want to be number one! Michael, you hold that spot! And at the anniversary show, I take it! You get me?
The following contest is a singles match with a 30-minute time limit scheduled for one fall. Introducing to the ring first.
Well, from one form of emotion to possibly the polar opposite. Michael Oku and Amira looking cool and collected. However, perhaps as a result of the work done by Leon Slater's mentor, coach Liam Slater, Michael Oku is boiling with hatred inside. You can guarantee it. It has to be, to put it mildly, it's been a rough few weeks for Michael Oku. It was just 4 weeks ago, after all, that his second reign as the undisputed British heavyweight champion ended at the hands of Ricky Knight Jr. And since then, Oku has been barely able to contain his rage. He's going to have to channel it correctly tonight. Oku knows though that the last time these two men had a high profile match with each other, it was at high stakes. It was in April this year. Oku was the champion. A lot of people were saying that on that night Leon Slater would knock him off his throne, but it wasn't to be. Oku defeated Leon Slater then. Maybe, just maybe, it will all happen again here tonight.
full health and in the corner of Michael Oku.
Really not, but okay.
I think it is, and it could be a real confidence boost for Oku as well in a match where the tiniest of margins could be the difference between victory and defeat.
Listen, I don't think Michael Oku needs any help with confidence. He has matured so much since first winning that championship. Not with him now, but the experience still remains. Someone.
Wait, what?
Cameron Kai's out here.
Cameron Kai with Liam Slater and Leon Slater. Don't tell me they finally convinced Cameron Kai to join them. Hey, you talked about an unexpected twist. I can't believe my eyes.
Listen, Cameron Kai making the right decision for Cameron Kai. Michael Oku wants to think of himself as a mentor for that young man, but that young man has chosen coach.
And what a masterstroke, you've got to say, by Liam Slater to reveal that piece of news at this of all moments. Talk about mind games. The mental battle between these two, I think Coach Liam Slater may just have won it.
Between Leon Slater and Michael Oku, though. Like it or not, and let's be honest, TK Cooper has brought up this point previously. There should be no difference between a cruiserweight championship and a heavyweight championship in terms of prestige, in terms of how it's viewed, in terms of how fierce the competition are for those belts. However, it's a sad fact that there's a stigma to cruiserweight champions that they're lesser than heavyweight champions. There's a stigma attached to cruiserweight belts that they're not as meaningful as heavyweight belts. Michael Oku has experience of holding both cruiserweight championship gold and, more importantly, heavyweight championship gold. Leon Slater, X-Division champion, former undisputed British cruiserweight champion. Was he not held? What could he not attain? What could he not do? He's never held, quote unquote, the big one. Never experienced the pressure of holding one of the most prestigious titles in wrestling. Hasn't had all of a company's hopes and aspirations riding on his shoulders. Wants to have it, wants to feel it, has never experienced that. Michael Oku has had that and experienced that multiple times for so many days over the last 5 years. And that's the difference between Michael Oku and Leon Slater.
And the bell just rung. A look of pure stone in the eyes of Leon Slater as he glares across the ring at Oku. And listen to this. Many of us have described this as the biggest match in British wrestling in 2025 when you get these two across the ring from each other. I have a feeling they are about to show you precisely why that is. Collar and elbow tie-up. Slater goes behind. Oku and a counter. Slater though quickly into the corner where the referee here will ask for a break. I don't know if You saw at home the latest sit-down interview between these two. Andy Quilden conducting that interview a couple of weekends ago in Berlin. And just the ill will, the needle between these two has just never been more hostile, more obvious than it is now. It's got to a point that it feels as though Revolution Pro Wrestling simply is not big enough for both of these guys to be on top. So this is a battle for supremacy. Slater's made no secret of the fact that he wants to be. He wants that spot that Michael Oku has held over those past 5 years, that spot that you've been talking about.
Smart from Michael Oku, rolling through that headlock takedown, trying for the half crab. Sorry, continue.
Slater, though, getting the enziguri. And the handspring from Slater. Catches him with the elbow.
Oku to the outside, Slater not gonna give him the breathing room. Follows him, plunger onto Oku. Pinpoint accuracy.
Slater nodding his head. Amira, got to be careful he doesn't get too close here. Across the other side of the ring there, you see Liam Slater, and I'm still baffled that Cameron Kai is here.
Why? Again, Cameron Kai is making the right decision for Cameron Kai. That's something we can focus on at another time.
Well, yeah,
Brilliant move by Liam Slater.
We can debate the merits of the decision, but it's more the shock of the revelation at this point. The leapfrog as Oku ran towards Slater. Oku for the Hurricanrana gets stopped by Slater. Slater might go for the Styles Clash.
Absolutely, but Oku sensibly carrying one leg, turning it around, looking again for that half grab. Slater knows the feeling, knows the pain of it being locked in, gets to the ropes to break the hold. Michael Oku, though, not breaking. Guillotine onto the ropes. And once again, the Scottish ref giving so much leniency. Liam Slater complaining about this fact already.
Oku's now climbed all the way to the top rope. Here he comes off the turnbuckle. Missile drop kick. Slater knocked across the ring, rolls to the outside, right at the feet of Liam Slater and Cameron Kai. Oku, as we said, hasn't really been the Michael Oku that we're used to seeing in the 4 weeks since he lost that title. He had that match against Liam Slater, if you remember, just a week after, a couple of days after Summer Sizzler.
I remember.
Where he had the win via half crab, but he wouldn't release the hold, so the decision was reversed. Liam Slater technically has a victory there over Michael Oku, and it was all because Oku could not contain his frustration.
Did you see how Michael Oku walked past Kai and Slater? Now getting distracted by Slater, but previously just walking past them, ignoring them completely, barely acknowledging they were there. If they hit him, so what? He wins. Michael Oku, no fear right now.
Yeah, well, Oku is trying to project an air of confidence here, as though that bombshell that Liam Slater dropped with the arrival of Cameron Kai has not affected him in any way. It's more of these ongoing mind games, but I think he's going to have a tough job convincing anyone that isn't playing on his mind here. He's looking for the neck breaker here on Slater, and he gets it. Oku, hook in the leg, 2 count.
See already etched on Leon's face frustration and anger.
Oku just demanding that Slater come at him here. Slater more than willing to do so. And this rivalry, it somehow started, it wasn't personal, it was professional, and it kind of still is, but in the fact that these two are both competing for that one same spot atop the mountain here in British wrestling, that some of those insults, some of those words they've had to say for each other inevitably have crossed the line. Slater, a kick there to Oku at the second time of asking Oku down, and Amira checking on her man.
I mean, I hate to break it to you, so once in the main event of the anniversary show. That privilege goes to your current champion, Ricky Knight Jr. and Shah Samuels.
And that match coming up next immediately after this one, possibly the last match in the 23-plus year career of Shah Samuels. Oku, see Slater go to the ropes. Slater got too close, I guess.
Big
high boot. Right Right to the side of the head of Oku. That one rattled Oku, certainly. Now Slater up on the top. Leon Slater, top turnbuckle. Oku's going to turn around into it. That crossbody, the same type of crossbody that Oku likes to hit. Slater, more mind games as he gets another 2 count. Really fascinating as well, the dichotomy here with the fans, because we know that Michael Oku has been so popular. We know there's a portion of fans who have booed him at times in the past few months during that second title reign. There's some people who are ready to see Leon Slater claim the throne. Others who still see Oku as our standard bearer here in British wrestling.
Oh, Oku sliding down, avoiding the vertigo. Sorry, continue.
Oku kicks him in the face. Kicks him in the face a second time. That time Slater went down. He went down hard. Oku's going to grab the leg. Is he going to try for the half crab? Oku, no, he's going to get kicked away by Slater. Comes back off the ropes. Kicks Leon Slater right in the heart of the youngest in charge. Is now off the top. Springboard moonsault. Got him with the head in the end. Now hooking the right leg. Gets his weight down on the shoulders. And Leon Slater kicks out regardless.
And let's be real here for a second. Leon Slater has an advantage over Michael Oku in that TNA contract. He's got access to some of the best minds in professional wrestling. Yeah, they're American, but they're still great. He's got access to some of the best training equipment, some of the best facilities, some of the just minds, experience, knowledge being pumped into him. It's why we've seen Leon change so much since that contract. Michael, oh God! Jesus,
that was horrendous.
Christ.
That was a horrendous landing for Michael Oku on the edge of the ring.
Scottish referee immediately out checking on him.
That could change everything. That could change everything in this match.
Liam Slater telling Leon to hang on, telling him to wait, telling him to pause. Again, smart advice, take the count out. Sorry, as I was saying, Oku hasn't had that. He's had to learn everything by himself.
Yeah, that is certainly true. Leon Slater has come on leaps and bounds through his experiences over in TNA, no doubt about that. Oku, though, with plenty of international pedigree himself. None of that matters, though, at the moment. What matters is whether Oku can get to his feet and whether he can beat the count here.
Mira trying to encourage Michael, trying to get him up.
Mira doing all she possibly can to encourage Oku back to his feet. He's going to break the count just.
And straight on him with the Mamba Splash is Slater.
Slater to win a huge match here against Oku. Kick out from Oku. But the fact that was very close to a victory. Again, as you said, it's credit to Coach Liam Slater for telling Leon to wait.
The coach now telling him not to get frustrated, not to let it get to him, not to let it affect him. He's in a dominant position, he's doing well. He just needs to stay focused.
Slater
pulling himself up on the ropes.
Leon Slater just allowed him to exert that energy to pull himself up, and then just at the right moment launched his attack. Perfectly timed from Leon Slater. There's a maturity and intelligence here to the offense of Leon Slater.
Smart. Some may call it wrestling by committee. That's not necessarily a bad thing if you're listening to the right advice.
If you've got the right people on the committee, absolutely. Slater with a smirk in the direction of Amira, trying to play mind games with her just as much as he's trying to play them with Oku.
Just targeting those kidneys every time Oku finds his feet. But how many times have we seen Oku in this position? The mental fortitude, the resilience of Michael Oku is something that cannot be doubted. Slater lining up. Oku with the super kick.
Oku got him right in the mouth there with the super kick. And Oku. Going round into a DDT. Massive DDT from Michael Oku. That lower back though still hurting Oku after that fall onto the apron. I'll tell you what, reports of the demise of fan support for Michael Oku have been greatly exaggerated. Those Oku chants again ringing around the Crystal Palace National Sports Centre.
Both men pulling themselves up in the corners. Oku, no! Back of his head, the kidneys again.
Yeah, bad landing on that lower back once more. Slater gonna spin Oku around. This isn't gonna do the back any favour. Oh, what a counter! Counter from Oku! Oku's gonna go for the half grab. That was incredible from Michael Oku. Can he turn him over?
He can.
He's gonna win it again here. Oku!
The back. He can't lean backwards. He can't apply the same amount of pressure. Oku struggling. Slater, the work he did. No, Oku pulling him away before the rope break could be in effect.
I don't know, Oku might have enough. That back might hold out. Slater might have to tap. Oku's gonna lean back. Can he do it?
No.
The back gave out. Look at Liam Slater. Look at Coach getting in the head again of Michael Oku. We said that fall to the apron might have been a turning point. Imagine how different those past few seconds might have been otherwise.
Slater throwing Oku into the corner with his feet. Huge leg lariat.
Now Leon Slater once more as Oku up on the shoulders. Oku countered this a moment ago. I don't think he's going to this time, no. Slater for the singles win. He so desperately wanted against Oku, but it is yet to come because the left shoulder of Oku is up.
And you can see the leg of Slater bothering him during that pin. Possibly took just enough pressure off Oku's shoulders to allow him to get that shoulder up.
Now Liam Slater, the coach here, having a word again with Leon. Just always constantly in the ear, constantly offering advice. He really is, in so many ways, the mastermind behind the remarkable, the superhuman success that Leon Slater has had at the age of just 20. And now Leon Slater is climbing, and you know what that means. Oku prone on the floor, down on the canvas. And Slater, but he took too long about it, and Oku gets a big right hand around the side of the face of the youngest in charge. Now Oku potentially has Slater in a precarious spot now that he's still perched up there on that top turnbuckle, but Slater's still fighting, and I still think Slater is one of the two who's in better physical condition at this point. Maybe not after that strike that's knocked him down onto the apron. Looks exhausted here to Slater. Oh, Slater!
Something about playing possum, baby.
Yeah, he fooled me, and more importantly, he fooled Michael Oku, dropping the leg on the back of the head of Oku.
Slater lining Oku up.
Slater's having a little trouble with the leg here. That half crab and then Oku.
Oh, looking for a springboard drop kick. Slater just slapping at the back of Oku.
Now Slater climbing again. Once more. Oku got him with the drop kick, and now Slater with an awkward landing. He held on, and he hit the apron quite as hard as Oku did a few minutes earlier, but still, certainly an unpleasant drop there for Leon Slater.
See the concern on Kai and Liam Slater's face now, away from the neutral corner, trying to get closer to the action, but Oku forcing Slater up to the top, not making the climb himself. What does Oku have in mind?
Yeah, maybe safer to stay on terra firma for Michael Oku, but having said that, if you allow Leon Slater to climb...
Absolutely hammer fist there from Slater. legal unlike a closed fist punch. Still painful though. Oku now making a climb, no, couldn't. His back is so compromised.
And Oku, as you say, just collapse into the floor.
Amira needs to tell him not to go back up there.
Yeah, I don't know if Oku's in any kind of state to listen here, because in fact I think Amira encouraged him. Amira encouraged him.
Choice.
Oh
Slater!
my God! Slater! What a counter from Slater!
He's not done. Oku in position. Leon Slater!
Slater! Facing himself! Gets it!
On 450!
The pin from Leon Slater! Over the leg! Can he get him? Can he get it? No, kick out! A kick out from Oku! From the Swanton 450! What?
This is where coach needs to be in his ear. Leon. Disbelief.
Okay, Liam Slater, you can see even he's got his hand over his mouth here. Look at him dashing around the ring to offer more advice.
He needs to be in his ear. He needs to be calming his man down.
I don't know what Liam Slater just said to Liam. Liam was questioning it. He was asking whether Liam is sure that's what he should do, whatever it is. And Oku holding his back here, just down on the canvas, a wounded animal. And Liam's not in peak condition himself, still having some difficulty. Look at him though. Oh no. Is this what Liam Slater told him to do? And if so, is this the right call? Because Michael Oku knows every reversal there is to this hold.
Well, he ankled the journeyman of the half crab. Huge penalty kick from Leon Slater.
Slater's going to change plans.
Gets shot to the outside, but Oku has his own move scouted. You absolute dumbass, Leon.
What a shot from Oku. And Slater, his face collided with that thick bar along the top of the crowd barrier.
Oku gathering strength, gathering crowd support. You know what's coming next, looking for the Fosbury flop.
I don't know though, that back is still a problem here. The back is still a problem for Michael Oku. No, it's not. Oku able to hit the Fosbury flop and he landed on his feet. Unbelievable. Maybe Leon Slater simply cannot beat Michael Oku. Maybe he just cannot get it done one-on-one. I can't believe that. I cannot believe that Oku was able to hit the Fosbury flop. And now he's going to climb. Oku is going to climb.
Oku up the top, Slater on his feet. Oku looking for the crossbody, Slater moves. Oku's back jarred. Slater looks for the big boot. Michael grabs the foot. Super kick from Oku.
Now Oku into the ropes again. The back hurt him. That stopped him from getting what he wanted, but he was able to again transition, change plans. Got the kick there to Slater. Oh, Oku.
Looking for the misdirection knee, but Slater caught him twice. No, Styles clash!
AJ Styles endorsed Leon Slater in TNA a few weeks ago, and the Styles clash would have been in a very appropriate way, therefore, for Leon Slater to win this one, but Oku wasn't going to let it happen.
At the moment, I don't think Leon gives a shit about appropriate ways. He just wants this win.
And yet still, he doesn't have it. And as long as that is the case, that question, that doubt, is going to be ringing around the head of Leon Slater. As much as he wouldn't allow you to see it, as much as Coach Liam Slater has tried to drill it out of him, part of the reason Leon Slater is so hostile towards Michael Oku is because Leon Slater, I think, doesn't 100% believe that he can do this. Oh. Slater now. Trying to get his balance. On the top, Oku grabbed the right foot. Kick into the shoulder, to the side of the face from Leon Slater. That mean streak of Leon Slater that we've seen time and time again this year.
Well, trying to knock Michael senseless, but it just pissed him off. Super kick from Michael Oku. Leon now in trouble.
Now Oku getting up there, up to the top. Michael Oku trying. Hurricane Rana. Oh, no. He's not doing what I think he's trying. I thought he was going to look for the Styles Clash from up there.
Thank God.
Oku climbing back up after a near miss there. Slater! Oku got him! Oku was still able to adapt! Oku still adapted! And now look! He's got the left leg! He's got the left leg! Now will that back hold up this time? Once more into the half crab! Once more, Leon Slater gonna have to find a way out! Look at the panic! It is sheer panic on the face of Leon Slater! What is Slater doing? Slater's saying something to...
Slater's trying to turn. Slater's trying to turn.
He was able to turn.
Oh, smart from Leon. Swapping into his own half crab, pulling Michael away from the ropes. Slater now needs to lean back. Oku rolling towards the ropes. No, Slater pulling him away.
If Slater can sit down on this half crab, and he can, then Oku might have to tell. Oh my God, Oku might tap to the half crab. Can you imagine the headlines there?
Slater's not done.
Oku stretching out. Must feel like miles away. Liam Slater and Cameron Kai manhandling a mirror. What is that?
Moving a mirror away so Michael can't get the encouragement. They need to get off her. Come on. Oku turning it around.
Oku.
Small package.
That small package has a leg hooked, and Slater still escaped. Liam Slater and Cameron Kai still going after a mirror in the aisleway. There is action in the aisle. There is action inside the ring. Slater on the apron, and Oku going to drop kick him down to the floor.
Cameron Kai still holding onto a mirror. Come on.
Kai, oh, Mirror's elbowing Cameron Kai. This is distinctly unpleasant here, what we're seeing from Liam Slater and from Cameron Kai towards a mirror. I think Coach Liam is telling Cameron Kai to just hold a mirror in position so that Liam can return to ringside.
Oh, Slater moves.
Yeah, Coach Liam shoved him out of the way. Oku nearly kicked a mirror in the face. We saw something similar to that against Ricky Knight Jr., but it's Liam Slater who takes it in the face there. A cannonball dive from Oku onto Liam Slater.
Almost taken out Franny in the corner as... Oh, Jesus, no.
Oh, no. Oku's distracted.
No.
Oku is distracted by Cameron Kai and by Liam Slater.
And he moved. And Era pulled Michael away.
Well, turnabout is fair play. Liam Slater removed Leon Slater out of the way. Amira did the same to Oku. Now the kick. Liam Slater is essentially no longer a factor here. Michael Oku climbing. 6-star frog splash from Oku onto Slater. And another one coming to a mixed response from the fans here in Crystal Palace. Leon Slater is nowhere near any of the ropes.
Dead in the middle of the ring and no one to encourage him to the ropes. Leon, though, doing what he can to crawl and drag himself. Fingers on. Again, rope break should be had by the referee. Michael back in the middle, though.
He didn't have it gripped in.
Sure.
And now Oku leaning back. This time the back is just about holding here.
Good. Yes, Leon. Smashing the back of the skull of Michael Oku into the ring.
That was the only way. That was the only way, I think, from that position that Leon Slater could break the hold.
At least this match won't end with a sodding controversy.
Man, what a match. Everything that we had expected and more between these two. Michael Oku, Leon Slater, giving us a classic here at RevPro's 13-year anniversary. Slater forces himself up to his feet. Oku is turned away from Leon Slater and doesn't know it was coming until it was too late. Amira tried to warn Oku, but his brains were just scrambled by the leg of the youngest in charge.
Leon ain't finished, though. Leon ain't finished.
Leon Slater with the look of a man who is about to put his rival to the sword here. Another strike to the back of the head. No mercy whatsoever from Leon Slater as he tries to take that spot at the top away from Oku. Oh my God, Oku. Oku defiantly telling Slater to bring it. He's lured him in. Slater though drops down onto the knees. Slater drops down onto the knees. Oku rolls through. Now Oku has Slater's shoulders down for two. Slater counters. And Slater, two. Man, so close for both men.
Oku being brought in. DDT from Oku.
Another one of those huge DDTs from Michael Oku. And up he goes again. And Leon Slater is 2/3 of the way across the ring here from Oku. Try for the frog splash. Slater was up. Twist of fate. The twist of slate, he calls it. Oku was dropped on his head. Oku was dropped right on his head. Slater with a chance to do what he's never done before here in Revolution Pro Wrestling against Michael Oku. Swanton bomb right into the lower back of Oku. It's this combination that won Leon Slater the X Division title. Slater, you know what's coming. Leon Slater! Swanton 450. The pin, and Leon Slater finally defeats Michael Oku.
Yo, what's going on, RevPro fans? It's the boy, the YIC, the new Lord of Extreme, the youngest in charge, your boy Leon Slater right here. And you can check all of my RevPro classics at RevProOnDemand.com. You get, man.
When I fly, make you all drop. I'm gonna die from the rooftop. I am the last man standing tall. This is a revolution. When I fly, make you all drop. I'm gonna die from the rooftop. I am the last man standing tall. This is a revolution.